Hi there. My name is Cheryl Melling, and I am going to be presenting my community assessment project to you today. A little about myself. I have been a nurse for 4 years, and my experience has been in pediatric nursing. So here we go. The community I chose to assess is the community that I live in. So I currently live in Salt Lake City, Utah. Our current population is 200,831 people for the city of Salt Lake. Salt Lake is a beautiful city that is nestled between the Oquirrh and Wasatch Mountains. It is also the home of the Church of Jesus Christ of Latter-day Saints. Because of this, the people are very heavily centered in religion and have a deep focus on community service and outreach. There's also a very heavy presence of education as well. Here in Salt Lake City, there are roughly 2,800 people who are considered homeless. According to the 4th Street Clinic, which is a clinic that serves specifically the homeless community, approximately 35% of their appointments are typically attended by women. While I wasn't able to find a specific number indicating the number of homeless women here in Salt Lake City, this percentage indicates that there is a relatively high percentage of homeless women that are in the area. Women who are without a home have to decide the best way to spend the money that they do have. A lot of times this isn't very much, and so sometimes they have to determine what the highest need is at the moment, and a lot of times purchasing feminine hygiene products does not rate high on the list. These women have to decide whether they want to either buy tampons or pads for themselves or spend the money that they do have on food for them and their family, depending on their situation. So a lot of times they don't have access to the products that they need. So my diagnosis for Salt Lake is Salt Lake City's homeless women population is at risk for increased genitourinary health problems due to a lack of access to appropriate supplies and products that they need during menstruation, as evidenced by local shelters asking for donation of hygiene products. In my research, I found that all of the shelters and crisis centers in my area have feminine hygiene as one of their top asks in their their wish list. Each shelter has a wish list, and not all of them had the feminine hygiene products as their number one request, but they were within the top of their requests just because they don't get enough. It is really easy for families as they grow to donate old toys, old clothing, old items that are gently used to these shelters and these crisis centers, which they gladly take. However, their needs that they really have are those products that are one-time use or have to be new to be given to someone. So examples of that would be like underwear, toothbrushes, hairbrushes, shampoo, conditioner, and of course feminine hygiene products. Since these are something that you can't just give away after you're done with it, they tend to be donated less often than other items, such as toys. Per the Healthy People 2020, the goals and objectives related to community-based programs are to increase the quality, availability, and effectiveness of education designed to prevent disease and injury, as well as improve health and enhance quality of life. How this relates to my intervention is that I'm going to be educating my fellow friends and family that are within my social media group, and by collecting products, and this will greatly enhance the quality of life for those women that will be on the receiving end of these products. I am a firm believer that education and knowledge is power, and so the more we can educate our community to the needs of our community, the more power we're going to have in preventing disease going forward. So, my intervention. For my intervention, I created and hosted an event on social media, educating those in my social media community to the needs of homeless women, offering an opportunity for people to donate products and money to be spent on products for my local family center. I initially wanted to do like a drive through my local grocery store. I have seen that done for canned good items and things like that. However, when I reached out to my grocery store here in my area, they had a lot of protocols that I would have had to jump through, and I would not have been able to do that in time for this project. They also require a specific charity to be on board, which would have eliminated me as the middleman in getting those products, and so that would not have been conducive to my project. However, I do think it is a great idea in the future. So as you can see, I created this event. It went for just under 2 weeks on social media. Throughout those 2 weeks, I did post more and more education on feminine hygiene, as well as the needs that women have. And with each of these posts, I included the link that I created through Amazon. Amazon has this feature that's called a wish list, and so you can create a wish list that allows people to go through, pick an item, purchase it, and have it sent directly to you without giving out personal information, which is really kind of cool. So that allowed my friends and family to send me feminine hygiene products without really much effort on their end, which made it really easy, and I think I got a lot of participation because of how easy that was. I also included information for my Venmo account as well, so that those who preferred to donate money instead of products could donate. I had several people that would donate $10, $5, and it definitely added up. After I had collected all of the products and the money, I got the awesome adventure of going and spending that money for these wonderful women that are going through such a hard time. I had collected $180 worth of cash that I was able to spend on products and goods at the stores in my local area. I was able to buy pads, tampons, wipes, panty liners, and even some hand sanitizer that can be given out to women as well, so that they will have the supplies that they need to be able to go through their time of the month in peace. Also, from the donations that were sent to me, I got about the same, not quite the same amount money-wise. I tried to do the math, and it seemed to be about $150 worth of product, and so in total I was able to give over $350 worth of product to my local family center here in my area. So I chose to deliver my products to the Road Home. They are a family-oriented center here in Salt Lake City that help women and families who are displaced, either because they have lost their jobs or they are going through a rough time and can't afford housing in the area. Salt Lake does have particularly high housing costs, and so that does contribute to our homeless population. The Road Home is family oriented, so a lot of these people that are here at the Road Home have families as well. And so they take all kinds of donations, which is really cool. When I did deliver my goods, they were so excited and so grateful for that type of donation. It really just hit home how much the people in these situations really do need these products and how little they are in fact donated. I was so surprised by how receptive they were to the amount of products that I was able to deliver. It was really cool opportunity. Here are my resources for all of the information I gathered throughout this project, and I thank you for your time.